I do. Before I become a victim myself, there are so many victims. Some of you are awaiting victims. Many of us are awaiting victims. And it is the system that allowed that. To make it better, there are alternatives. Alternatives. Yes, there are alternatives. The alternatives are just not really comfortable with those who forced you, who psychologically program you, all right, to accept this reality, because the other one is impossible. And you agree. I am telling you, there are alternatives. You see, you can get killed or kidnapped anywhere in Nigeria today. That is not normal. No, don't let anybody tell you that every country have their own security problems. When you begin to have a problem, listen, when the terrorists took over the Kaduna-Abuja Expressway, right, the politicians, they devised another means of transportation. They chose to be traveling by train. That was a straightforward one. No one will stop a train, a moving train. They abandoned the road. You who probably have no other alternative. Some of you actually earn your living plying the road. You decide to just put your destiny in the hand of God. That is vibes. And inshallah, God could do a blood of Jesus. Amen. But the politicians, they devised another means of transportation until the terrorists invaded the Rigasa. Remember that story? Until the terrorists, they shot at a moving train. Then the politicians were like, no, this is not safe anymore. A journey of just an hour drive or an hour, 30 minutes drive, 90 minutes drive or so from Abuja to Kaduna, the politicians decided to fly over and leave you behind. They left all of you to care for yourselves. You will always be the victims. They will always have an alternative. And just before you become one, you will agree with us that this one is not working. That is the point. We can begin to take it one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, right? And somehow, I can count 100 of the possibility of you becoming a victim, and 99 of them, you may never be probable. Probable in any way, kind of vulnerable to them or become a victim of that rigged Nigeria. Yes, it is possible. I can say, yo, this. Yeah, no, that one cannot happen to me. No, I cannot. But if you can think of just single one, then you are going to have to agree with me. Somebody said that, how does the girl they killed in Lagos by this criminal, police driver, and God knows with who, how does that relate to what Nigerian is talking about? You are not digging, are you? You should be digging with me right now. I am saying that Oluwabamise, just like you, probably she doesn't even care about who is president or not. Maybe she didn't even care who become what or who. She just wanted to work. She was just doing her work. She had a job. She had a family. She had friends. She had aspiration, hope. She had her own frustration too. Things that bothers you, bothers her. And she's like a normal person, like you. Maybe not really even interested in all of this. Just want to live their normal life. But the system will always make a victim of everybody. It is just for you to know that you can be one anytime. And yours may become one of the ones that is so unlucky that you may not live to tell the story, like Oluwabamise. And that is the red flag to tell you that if we say Nigeria is faulty, yeah, it is not that, it's not just that Boko Haram, you see, Boko Haram's inefficiency, ineptitude, incompetency, and every other thing you can allocate to Boko Haram and APC. Listen to me, they are able to do all of that because the rotten system allowed it. If you now get to a stage whereby you can no longer trust, well, you don't. How many of you really trust the public institution in Nigeria anyway? Do you trust the police? Do you trust the courts? Do you trust the media? Do you trust do you trust the government? They did a survey, and more than 80% of the people said they don't trust any government in Nigeria. You don't trust any of those institutions. So it is that system that allowed that. So APC, Egbekegbe, Boko Haram and gang, they are able to do what they are doing now. Because the system allowed it. And that is how bad it is. You know, they say if armed robbers, if you are running away from armed robbers, and then you run into the police checkpoint, it is and it is late in the night, it is advised that you should turn back and go back to those armed robbers and give them whatever you have. They likely take your car, take everything with it, take your money. And if you go back to them and say, sir, don't shoot, take out, they won't shoot you. But if you run to the police, Nigeria police, and you are so unlucky, I'm not going to say 100% of them, because sometimes it's not really good. If you are a police officer, that's one way or the other. Some people have good things to say about you, because they will say, Nigeria police is so rotten. Oh, well, if you meet Officer James, no. I want, not just one person, not two people, not three, not, you know what I mean? Many people will say, if you meet Officer Kabir, Officer this, I know, that's what I'm not going to use. But I'm talking about an endemic, rotten police system. So they say, if you run into the police checkpoint, just go back to the armed robber. Because if you go to those police, if you have any valuable things like money in your trunk, you know what they would do. And you are unlucky, you meet those regular thieves, which are really those who actually do the job of these odd hours. And if they figure out that you have money, they will kill you. Not that they may. No. They have to kill you. They need to steal that money. Then they will now take your body in as one of the armed robbers that they encountered last night when they are doing patrol. And they will parade the body, your dead body. You know you are dead, so nobody is going to. If your family come out to say, he's not a thief now, why are you doing this? They will come after them. No joke. I'm talking from experience. So there's a story behind why I gave you that example. And there have been so many people who said, they say, do you know, as a Nigerian, by law, if you are stranded anywhere, you have the constitutional right to walk into any police station and ask them that you need a place to sleep because you are stranded and you don't want to continue your journey. Do you know that constitutionally, they said that is what you can do in Nigeria? But do you also know that constitutionally, in the mind of an average Nigerian, they don't born you well to say you did stranded somewhere, you can't enter police station, say you need a place to sleep. They'll first check. The police officers there, they don't know about that law. You understand? They don't know that in Nigeria, as a Nigerian, you can go to a police station. So when you walk to that police, they will say, this one don't smoke. Now, this one don't smoke. It don't smoke Kale weed. Now wet igbo. This one wet igbo is smoke. You know what? Say you are looking for a place to sleep. Yes, sir. I'm just stranded. And by law, I am allowed to come to police station. They say, right. You are very right. What is your name? You know where you are going to sleep, Abi? And when you sleep there, in the following morning, your family members, wherever they are, they will come and pay the hotel bill where you sleep. You know what I'm talking about? That's how rotten it is. So that's how much people don't trust. And if you don't trust police, Oyibo will tell you don't trust police. So in the UK, they will say don't trust police. And I will say, I trust police. So because I know where I'm coming from. If you are coming from Nigeria and you are living in America or you are living in the UK, I'm not going to try and kind of underplay your experience, because there are people who have had experience with terrible police or terrible policing in their different place of abode all over the world. So I'm not underplaying your experience, but you will agree with me, right? That except for those ones who you can say with your experience, even with your experience, except for those racist ones, right? Or those ones who actually come for you specifically, you know that generally, right? It is safe with the police, right? You can trust them more than 50% of how you can trust, even with your experience, so you can still trust them for your safety than you can trust Nigeria police. Are they lie? Sure, they lie. But you don't trust police in Nigeria. That's the truth. Even when the police is being nice to you, this officer is so good, though. I like this officer. Behind all of you will start talking to us and say, are you sure say it's not going to, how much do you think it's going to ask from us after all of this? Say, well, he's been trying, for the past 2 days, he's not asked us for anything. In fact, he's been using his money to make calls. That's so real, police officer in Nigeria. He must be a very nice person. Yes, sir. Me, I would say, may we just prepare like 20,000. Just prepare 20,000 for him. So that when we are done, we can say, officer, take o. Do you understand that now? Because even as a Nigerian, when you see any one of them that is listening to you, doing the thing right, by the book, it's not asking you for anything. It's not, say, hey, you will even be suspecting. That's how bad it is. I'm not joking. I'm not lying now. But that's not actually what I want you to know. I just wanted you to bring to that reality why you don't trust them, why you don't trust the system. And as it is growing, you don't trust the court as well. You know it. It is only in Nigeria courts that the Nigeria police, they will raid people. Listen to this, they will raid people. When they raid people illegally, they found nothing on them. Then the next morning, because they locked them up overnight, right? They will now take them to kangaroo court. The court will not give these people any legal representative or any legal representation. It is just the police and their usual corrupt cash. What do they call them? Charge and bail lawyers. They are corrupt charge and bail lawyers with corrupt judges in corrupt courts. No, nothing. They will say, pay 50,000 naira for your bail. Pay 300,000 naira for your bail. You've done nothing. They will just take you to before their court. In Nigeria, these corrupt people, police, pay 300,000 for your bail. They know you don't have it. Some people, they will say, pay 20,000 naira for your bail. People will not give 1,000 naira for handle. They will arrested them. They have no means of communicating or contacting anybody because they want to muzzle them. They want to, it is the system. They will make it look like legit. Then the judge will say, you should pay 20,000 naira. If you cannot pay 20,000 naira, they should take you to Kirikiri. Now, that corrupt system, they know that, they are still doing it, That corrupt system, they've sent thousands, hundreds of thousands of people into jail, and they've been there for years. So you don't trust their court too. You know that. People say, if you want to go to court, you must have money, or people must bring money for you. If not, But you see all these things where I just tell you now, who are the victims? If you found yourself in that trap, that process, and you ended up in their jail, you've done nothing. They've managed to cook everything up. You know this happened, but it doesn't happen to you because at least now you get small money now. Until you become a target too. Of course, you can become a target. That is where the likes of Abba Kyari and the rest of them, that is how dangerous they are. Very, very, very dangerous. Imagine you feel like, I have the number of Abba Kyari. I just seen that some people are moving drugs in my community. This is going to destroy the young people in my community. These are terrible drugs. Tramadol, codeine, this, that, all those funny ones, right? And we are seeing the effect. I'm going to report. I have Abba Kyari number, and you call Abba Kyari, and Abba Kyari is like, really? Okay. We are going to work on it. And immediately they drop the phone. They call the dealer who is supplying the area. They say, hey, KC, Jaguar, they just call me now about your supply in that area. I'm coming for you. You know, I'm not the one who supplied those drugs, not my team. Where did you get the drugs? Yeah. Abba, Pablo, Escobar, Escobar, no vex. I beg, Baba, no vex. See, they just bring her for me from Brazil. As they bring her in, I say, make a test her for my area. I know they'll say, they go, Baba, which time they call Lagos? That way you come around, make we arrange. You gave an information to Abba Kyari. Abba Kyari will now use that information to make it, if it become troublesome. For example, if you feel like you reported to Abba Kyari didn't do anything, the whole thing is still going on, you will just disappear. All they have to do is just to say, they can say you are a drug dealer. You know why? The system that Abba Kyari, that gave Abba Kyari this kind of leverage, this kind of, unlimited power, is derived from the system, which is not actually lawful. It's not legal. It's not legal by all means. It's not legal. Abba Kyari and his gang, they were given the license, right, to kill without asking questions. They can kill you now and they will ask questions later. Do you understand what that means? It simply means if Abba Kyari come for you, you must have enough to get out of that drug, out of that whatever. Because if Abba Kyari say you are a drug runner, you are a drug runner. That's it. All the evidence they need to put together to say you are a drug runner, including the media, they have them. He was given such license. So it's now left for you to say, hey, if you get good advisor, even lawyers will be scared to touch you. When Abba Kyari come for you, when you say, do your worst, this is Nigeria, I didn't do anything wrong. It is the system, and you will be the victim. I'm talking about some of you who feel like, oh, this police, this and that, they are not really biggie. You can be a target too. Yes, you can be a target. Because we have seen targets. And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on like that. And the only people who have been enforcing this, who have been ensuring the sustainability of this fraud, are the people some of you are looking up to give you the solution to the entire madness. And that is what makes it ridiculous. So, like what happened to Oluwabamise Arotile, Oluwabamise, and so many other people that we probably don't have their stories. You probably would never hear about them. That's how the system take them out one after the other. And many of you that are still probably left alive, you are languishing where you shouldn't be, and you are hoping that God should intervene. No, that's not how it works. And it's a vicious circle. When you wait till the time you become a victim, it may not really. And then think about the family too. This is where I say, I don't want to die. When it happens, the family you will leave behind, your loved ones, your friends, your colleagues, they are going to be victims too. Do you know that? Nigeria takes us out one by one. And the predators are the same people presenting themselves as messiahs. And they have done a very good job in terrorizing us. They have terrorized us. So when you listen to people asking, what is the solution then? What is the solution? It's not because they have never heard or even thought about a solution themselves. It is their fear talking. You see? When they take away all hope, when they take away all kind of logic, sense in how you reason or how you do things, it's like they've taken away your life. And then that means you owe your existence to them. Like the guinea pigs that they are going to use for a lab experiment. You are conditioned to speak fearfully. You are conditioned to speak scarefully. You are conditioned to be scared of what is going to happen to you that last minute if you try to challenge the status quo. The people that created the problems can be part of the solution. They can never be. I learned that when I was just probably a teenager. A system that has become empty, skeletal, predatory, murderous, and kind of vengeful. It's not a system that you can really sustain. This is not even about sustaining it. It is about surviving it. You can't survive it. You are just waiting for your turn to be gone. And some people feel like that shouldn't be the choice. That shouldn't be the only choice. Where do you turn to? Break it up. Break it up. So that you see that system that is allowing these rogues never to be accountable for their actions. The system that can take you away and change your life, change the life of your family, the loved ones. A system that doesn't really give a damn. A system that sees you as just a number, statistic. Such system is never sustainable. You can't survive it. There are alternatives. The best of them is that you start with breaking it up into where people can handle their own affairs. You can build institutions. People build institutions, okay? Not institutions building the people. You have to build it. You have to abide by it. You have to have those that are going to become the sacrificial lamb when they go against it. That is how you build an institution that will prevent a state structure or a system put in place to become predatory, murderous, that can kill you or take away your liberty, and in fact, turn you into a slave. That is what Nigeria has become. And breaking that into parts and facing this monster of what Nigeria has done frontally, yeah, should be the priority, not an election. You are going to have elections. It's never going to take away your issue. You're going to be a victim, waiting for the next, waiting for the next. And as they say, yesterday's survivors are today's victims. Today's survivors are tomorrow's victims. Maybe tomorrow's survivors are the next to, you know what I mean? It is a vicious circle. You choose it. And it is just, that's why we call it a turn by turn Nigeria Limited. You've heard a lot about those who have become victims. And to all of us, we believe, of course, it's a matter of time. If nothing is done, no, don't worry. Breakfast, they say.
Gbogbo ala máa jẹ breakfast. Àsìkò tó ní kálukú máa jẹ tiẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Súnmọ́ bìlà.
Yes. And this is it. If they try to model up a case, let me give you one example again before I go. Look at the genocide, ethnic cleansing that is going on in eastern Nigeria today. A complete bloody battlefield. We know the genesis. We know the instigators. We know the aggressors. We know the invaders. And we also know the victims. And we also know what their media is parading. But whatever it is out there that they try to paint to you, or paint for all of you, there's something you should always remember. Yeah? A system that cannot keep you safe or guarantee your safety. A system that cannot guarantee your development, progress, and safety. Importantly, safety. Such system, which is Nigeria's system, does not worth your sweat in saving, and it is worth every pint of your blood. In what? In running away from. Break it up to save life. It's not a war chant. It is the most common sense thing that everyone who think they have common sense, which they say is not common, should be advocating for. Nigeria allowed this, and it can happen to you just anyhow, anytime, anywhere, and under any circumstance. And once it happened, you may not live, you may not live to tell the story. You may not live to tell the story. And when Nigeria happened to you, it's kind of it differently. It is in the best interest of those who believe that they love Nigeria to start asking for that conversation. It is very, very, very important. The conversation should start from, what is going on? What is this madness? Like, it's a complete sad place, a banana republic. The other day, people went to somewhere in the Saleko, Lagos Island, NDLEA. They were trying to do a drug bust. A drug bust from the information, intel, that they received. And when they got there, they were faced kind of with forced response. Gunshots, here and there, bah. But as professionals that they claim to be, NDLEA, they thought they were under attack from everybody there. You know what they did? They started shooting straight into the crowd of the people who came out to run their normal businesses that day. It was a marketplace. Guess what? God knows how many people they killed, though. Including those who were just there. Just like, me, I don't care. Tinubu can be president, anybody can be this or that. I don't care. You know, the kind of I don't care. Right there, right then. Stray bullet, dead. That is so common. And that is also another reality that if you actually really care to understand why is all of this and when is it going to end, because it's never going to end. As long as Nigeria exists, it is the system. It doesn't matter who is there. Forget it. It's never going to end. You're going to get killed on the street. You see, things are going to happen that you are going to be the victim of that system. And for other petty criminals who are also doing other things, they are going to continue to flourish because the system is going to be allowing them. Yes, it's going to be allowing them. Your police officers are extortionists. They extort people. They kidnap people. They lock people up against their will. They take over people's properties as a kind of compensation for them letting you go. Those are the crimes that are regularly committed by other criminals that they should be going after. So when they are doing that to you, those ones are also doing that to you. So you are a victim all the way because the system allowed it. You're not going to bring anybody from heaven to come and be in charge of Yoruba nation. Of course, you're not going to bring it. You're not going to go and bring people from somewhere else, from heaven, to come and populate Biafra. The same people who are part of Nigeria today as Biafrans, the same people who are part of Nigeria today as Yoruba people, they will work under a system, right, that does not reward crime like Nigerian system. That's what Nigerian system does. It rewards crimes, it rewards criminals to do better and learn how to protect themselves. Do you get what I mean now? Somebody just dropped a comment. Kanye's diary. Is that a question or is that a breaking news? Kanye is telling us that Oloye Sunday Igboho has been released. No, I didn't say that. I'm reading a comment. Okay. So Kanye's diary. Is that a question or, So if that is a question, I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm here with you. If that happened, maybe it just happened now. So maybe I'm missing something out. Give me a sec. Okay. I think I'm going to confirm it. All right. There's no cause for alarm, and I don't think we should react to that right away. But there is already a quote that from Professor Banji Akintoye. Yeah. So there's already a quote. So which says that it's been released and the rest of that. That happened just right here on this call. I mean, on this broadcast. Oh man, you just gave me a kind of a mixed feeling because I'm aware of something going on. If that has been confirmed, that's going to be a good one for us, isn't it? It's going to be lovely. So I'm gonna try and confirm that to all of you, and then we'll take it on from there. Mm? So I think I should, I should give you a bit of rounding up. Sorry that news kind of got to me now because I'm beginning to see some messages on my phone right now. But those messages, people are just sending them to me to confirm. Mayegun, can you please confirm? I just see the news now. I just see this and that. So no one of significance has sent me any message yet. Okay. Because today, which is Monday, the 7th of March, we mobilized our own legal team today concerning the Benin Republic case. Yes. And we didn't just do that, we did a few other things. So if that is the case, that's great. But again, I don't want to quickly confirm that yet, but I'm going to work on it. All right. So yeah, today, this morning, as agreed and as approved by Oloye Sunday Igboho himself. So we mobilized our lawyers for him, his new legal team today. So we gave them the upfront payment, and then we expect them to visit him and meet with him. But if he's been released, oh boy, that one is that's a new thing. Oh, it's gonna be great. Oh man, it's gonna be great. So thank you very much. Anyway, I'm going to round up now, and I'm going to see you later tonight. And let me tell you this, right? If I confirm that he's been released, I may go live again in the next hour. Let me go and talk to one or two people. All right. So thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Okay, I'm going to be back. Don't go away from your phone, from your TV, from your whatever. Okay, stay glued and keep watching. So I'm going to be back. Thank you very much, and don't forget, if this is your first time of watching me, right, like the video, share it, especially on YouTube, subscribe to that channel. And when I come back later this evening, we're going to take it from there. I want this news to be true. I actually want it to be true. Okay? So it just means that first stage of our move is done for us. And what they told us that the fact that we are putting together a legal team coming to Benin and all of these things we are saying we want to do, they said somehow, they have now decided that it is not safe for Igbo to be in prison. So they can let him go. So if that is the case, you people for Mayegun's Diary, Political and others, una don't push them to do what we wanted to do. But we'll go find out. I'll be back. Thank you very much, by the way. The Agbaman, I'll see all of you later tonight. Okay? You have a good one.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí.